Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Doctor Who. Today we are going to watch episode number 4 of series number 7. Let me explain why I'm always confused in my mind when I talk about the certain episode. And that's because Amazon put the Christmas episode as episode number 1 of this series, and episode number 1 is called episode number 2 on Amazon, and so on. And I'm always confused. Was it 3? Was it 4? Was it 4? Was it 5? And so on. Long story short, we're watching episode number 5 of series number 7. Before we go into the Doctor Who stuff today, I really shortly have to talk about things of my private life. It's just something that I do need to talk about. I just want to tell you what happens in my life if something out of the ordinary suddenly happens. You know that I do live in a very tall building. We do have, I don't know how many flats in here, but we do have almost 90 people living in this house. We're on the 4th floor. And last Sunday, around 12 o'clock at lunchtime, one of those flats in this house caught fire. A battery loading kind of thing exploded. That's what we know now. We didn't know that when it happened. Me and my boyfriend were getting out of bed, still very tired. Yeah, 12 o'clock, I know. We were awake really long on Saturday. And we were awake for a max 10 minutes. And the doorbell rang like crazy. There was someone who's standing out there like this, like ding, 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 ding. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Sunday. What the frick is going on? And when I opened the door, because I had to get close first, there was nobody standing there anymore. So I was asking myself, what is going on? Then I thought, okay, let's go to the kitchen window and open it. Maybe there is somebody standing on the floor. And we do have a very large staircase, and I thought maybe someone's standing near the stairs, and I can see it from the windows. And when I opened the window, I saw some people standing outside the house and children crying, people running in the staircase like wild, like up and down. And I'm like, what is going on? And then my neighbor suddenly sees me looking out the window, and she opens the window herself and she's like, there's a fire, get out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what? Oh God, hold on a second. I was just getting out of bed. I was preparing to get breakfast. I didn't even feed my cats or anything. So you get this information and you're like, oh my God. So the first thing I did was go on a balcony, catch my cats, put them in their basket. And we have a basket where we always put them inside when we go to the vet. And it's always on a balcony for those cases. And I put them in their basket. My boyfriend gets his clothes as well, and the keys and his cell phone. I forgot my cell phone. I was all about the cats. And then we just went outside. And the moment we step out of the door of our apartment, I can already smell the smoke. It wasn't super strong, but I already smelled it, because we do, in front of the staircase, between the staircase and our apartment door, there is still another floor. So we weren't in the staircase already, but I could feel the smell already. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we had to get our neighbor. I think I've already told some stories about her every now and then. She's over 90 years old and she can't walk anymore very fast. She has this thing, rollator it's called in German, I don't know how it's called in English, where she can walk and put herself on it so that she's able to walk faster, but she's not really fast. So I thought, how do we get her out of the house if we can't use the escalator? And she will take several minutes, up till 10 minutes, to even walk to the door. My neighbors are standing outside, we are standing outside, we're ringing her doorbell, but nothing is happening. And we're like, what are we doing? The smoke gets more and more in the staircase. We're seeing it. We're like, we have to get out of here. We can't wait for her. Oh my gosh, the feeling to probably leave her behind. We didn't, because she was in the hospital. We didn't know that. But the feeling to leave her behind, and we had to go downstairs with the thought in our head, maybe she cannot get out of there anymore. That was the cruelest thing that has ever happened to me. But what else can you do if she's not opening the door? So we went outside, or we tried to get outside, and in the staircase, the smoke was so bad. I was afraid because of my cats, because I couldn't nearly breathe. But my cats have smaller lungs, and I was trying to get outside as fast as I can. But on the staircase, there were already so many people. I mean, 90 people living in the house, and older people who were really slow going down the stairs, and we're on floor number 2. I managed to run downstairs 2 floors, and then the last 2, there were all these people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really hope that we'll be able to make it out there, and we have to get the ambulance or the firemen or whoever we can reach first to tell them that there might still be a person in that apartment. I tell you guys, oh my gosh, I thought this story was shorter, but that was a traumatic experience for me. End of the story. No one in the whole house was hurt or injured. Nothing has happened to any person or animal in the house. Everyone was able to leave the house before the fire department arrived. That's a miracle. But one of the apartments burnt out completely. Like the whole apartment. All 3 rooms, bathroom, kitchen, everything was on fire. Like everything. And they were able to contain the fire inside that one apartment, like the apartment over it. It's a bit like blackish, like the walls outside, but nothing more happened. And also the apartments under that one were full of water after the firemen were finished, which, like, yeah, it's obvious. But then we get out with the cats, back to where we left the house. And we're running to my car because I was yelling to my boyfriend when we were still in the apartment, catch my car keys for the cats. And we were running to my car, and my car is standing in front of the house, right under the burning apartment. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, we have to get the cats in there and then drive away as fast as we can. And while I'm putting the car basket in the car, something in the apartment just explodes. It was like a big bang. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is something a breakdown on my car right now? We are not safe here. We have to get out of here. And while I am like entering the car to drive away, something else explodes. And later we were told that those were those little gas camping things that exploded. So it wasn't very much, but it was really loud. And we thought something will be coming down, like a wall, a part of the wall or something like that, but nothing like that happened. And then I drove the car to our garage. We do have like an underground garage that we use during the summer months so that the car doesn't heat up. And we put the car down there so that the cats had a very calm and a very cold place where they could stay. And the garage wasn't under the burning house. It's a little further down the street. So they were safe. We were safe. And the minute we arrived there and we were like, oh my gosh, we really made it out of there. Oh, by the way, before we got into the car, my boyfriend was telling the firemen about the lady. While we were talking to them, another person in the building who, like, she's a lady who knows everyone. She was just like listening to what we were talking about. And she was interrupting us and telling us and the firemen that the lady was in the hospital, that she was okay there. Like, okay, if you're in the hospital, you're not okay, but she wasn't in the house. So, yeah, then we were in the garage. We're actually safe. And then we noticed he had his cell phone. That was okay. I forgot mine. And then we had no money and we had no purse. So, and we had nothing to drink, neither for us nor for the cats, and nothing to eat. And my boyfriend was like, I need to go to the toilet. And we're sitting down in this garage and we're like, what the heck are we going to do now? And you're sitting there, you have nothing anymore. And yeah, long story short, that was around 12:30 when that happened. And we had to stay in that garage until 6:30 in the evening. Like over 6 hours until the police allowed us back into the house. Was such a stressful day. Was hopefully a one-time experience for me in my whole life, because I don't want to go through that like ever again. That was the worst thing that has ever happened to me. The sheer panic of not knowing if you're still able to get out of the burning house, that was just the worst. I have had panic attacks in my life. I am still suffering from them, and that didn't help. And I had never had such a big panic attack. Not in the house. The second we went outside, that's when the real panic set in. Before that, when we were still in the house, my brain was so focused on this one thing. Get the cats, get out of the house. That was the only thing I could think about. But when we got outside, when we were safe, everything happened. Oh my gosh, story time with Nicole. I'm so sorry if you just want to get to Doctor Who, but I'm probably gonna put a warning right in front of those stories so that you can decide whether you want to hear them or not. Well, okay, but that's it. Now let's get back into Doctor Who stuff. Thank you for listening to me. I really had to get this out of my system. The more I talk about it, the better I feel about being able to put it aside. And I've talked about it already with several people, but every single time just helps. And it's kind of cathartic to talk about it. You can let go. So thank you for listening. And again, nobody got injured, like nobody. Okay. Back to Doctor Who. How we're gonna lift the mood after those stories. Last episode, talking about lifting the mood, we had cowboys. Yay! What can I say about that one? You know that it wasn't my type of episode. You know that the last 3 episodes weren't that strong in my opinion. I am having hope for this series, especially after the last episode where my patrons told me that I should keep my faith because there are really, really good episodes coming in this series. And I never lost that faith. I always had it, but I think it kind of grew again after reading those comments. I don't have super high expectations because every time you build super high expectations in your mind, you probably get even if there is a super good episode, you get disappointed because your expectations were higher than super good. So I try to keep my expectations lower, but I am looking forward to it. And I really hope that we will get an episode that either is a really funny episode, a one-off, really funny, dorky, stupid episode, or we get a super tragic, deep story about the Doctor and him traveling alone and him doubting his life and all that stuff, because I really like that. And trying to look at his future, probably alone. I mean, probably not, but he might think that. Maybe we do get a new companion. I mean, that might be the case, because I don't think so. It feels as if this Rory Amy thing isn't over yet, even if they have left the show for how many times now? At the ending of every single episode, they're like, no, we're going home now, we do have enough. And then the next episode, they're back in again. So I don't know what's going to happen. I love to have them in the episode, but it's just bring them back, okay? Don't give me this "we are going home now" BS every single episode. Just let them be there and I'm happy. Don't always take them away from me at the end of every episode. I can't cope with the pain anymore. What else might happen? It's been a while since we had the last story with River. She could come back. That could be something that might happen. I'd love to have another horror story. I mean, there are so many things that could happen. Also, a big bad story. I'm here for it. Fingers crossed this one will be a good one. Just don't, like, it's kind of easy to satisfy me with those Doctor Who episodes. 1, just don't bring back pirates. 2, just don't bring back cowboys. And 3, don't bring back too many close-up eye shots. That's it, and I'm happy. Or maybe not. Like, I have to add one more thing, because what I really despise are those really lame romantic love story movies that are over dramatic and over romantic. I'm not a type to watch those movies. It's okay if you are, that's totally fine, but I'm not. I'd rather watch a horror movie and see 10 people die brutally being murdered by some kind of psychotic killer than watch 2 people be happy together. Maybe that says more about me than about the actual movies. I don't know. I really should get into Doctor Who. I'd say let's get into the episode. There are lots of episodes who starts like this. Amy.
Just a reminder, your reading glasses are ready for collection.
Milk.
Bye.
2 months out of date. Yogurt. Don't ask me.
Yeah, I understand.
Choose?
Hear the sound? Yeah.
Except once.
What? That is the scene from one of the minisodes that I've watched.
The year of the slow invasion.
Right? Or maybe not.
The time the Doctor came to stay.
Oh. No, you're kidding. He's gonna stay in their life for once? Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Oh, this sounds like a really cool story. Also, it seems to be a like Amy and Rory centric story, which I really like because we're like following them around. Amy is even like talking from the off to us, and it seems so interesting. Also, they have to decide, they'll have to decide one day whether, or maybe they don't, because you can live both lives, can't you?
Dad.
Or has it to be one or the other? Wait, how does he know about them? They're everywhere?
What are they?
Alexa's?
Wait.
Wait, what? Hello?
Invasion of the very small cubes. That's new.
I mean, they don't seem too bad, right? They're not doing anything.
Of small cubes.
They're just lying around.
People have been taken.
Where's the bad?
Are they extraterrestrial in origin? Well, you'll have to ask a better man than me.
Probably.
Or messages needing decoding, or they're all parts of a bigger whole.
He's got those ideas.
There couldn't be life forms in every cube, could there?
I don't know. And I really don't like not knowing.
Me neither.
Right, I need to use your kitchen as a lab.
You've got a job. Yeah, of course I've got a job. What do you think we do when we're not with you?
I imagine mostly kissing.
I write
Maybe hostile. Approaching source now. Area will be secure in 60 seconds. Hold.
What are we doing?
The ponds.
What is going on?
Their house and their...
Maybe hostile?
It's been 10 years. Not for you or Earth, but for us. 10 years older, 10 years of you.
Wow, 10 years.
all grown up.
They're standing at their house. Why?
Right, kitchen secured.
Trap 3, back garden secured.
Who? Who called them?
There are soldiers all over my house, and I'm in my pants.
My whole life I've dreamed of saying that, and I miss it by being someone else.
Bad. You must be the doctor.
Oh, wow. She knows the job.
Well, I dragged them along, kicking and screaming, which made it sound like more fun than it actually was. Dropped one out of a helicopter at 10,000 feet and rolled our best tank over it, always intact.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Making films, posting them on Flickr and YouTube. Within 3 hours, the Cubes had 1,000 separate Twitter accounts.
Twitter.
They wanted to be seen, noticed.
Or more than that, they want to be observed. So
Maybe
we
there
observe
are
them. Stay
several special ones.
right. Record absolutely everything about them. Team Cube, in it together.
Maybe there are 5 out of those millions that are important.
We had to be patient.
Yes, you, not me. I hate being patient. Patience is for wimps.
Gone. About an hour.
Wow.
Brian, you're still here.
He's still in there?
You told me to watch the cubes.
4 days ago.
Oh, doesn't time fly when you're alone with your thoughts?
What you do isn't all there is.
Oh,
Never said it was.
look at Amy's face.
Fine. I'll be back soon. Monitor the cubes. Call me.
Her opinion is different from Rory's.
To the end of a week of cubic questions and theories, but no answers.
I sense a fight coming up in the future.
I want you to go full time. Full time? Blimey.
Yeah, that's not possible.
I said yes.
You said yes.
Real life just gets started.
I like it.
So do I.
Okay.
Cube was quiet all day, as per previously. No movement, no change in.
He really takes that serious.
I email the result to UNIT. My middle name is Diligence. Wow. Don't mock my log. I'm doing what the doctor asked.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh, December?
Again.
How does something like that happen? He got stuck in the toilet with his foot and... Oh. Oh. So they can do something. Just need to be activated. What are they doing?
Stop!
Oh, no, not the old man. Why do we always have to kill the old people? Like the innocent ones, the nice ones. Those cubes are everywhere. But what I do want to know is, do they activate people or... Yeah, I think they do. They do activate people into killing machines in June.
Hey, Doctor, is...
So half a year passed and they still don't know?
Come with me. And bring your husband. Bonjour, bonjour. Monsieur Auguste.
Wow,
You'll be
look
back
at
before the party's over.
Amy.
They won't even notice you went. No complications.
The hair.
Off the staff imposters. Still, it's all fixed now, eh?
Oh. How it started, how it's going. Really? I really like those little mashups.
What happened to the other people who travelled with you?
Some left me. Some got left behind. And some Not many, but some died. Can I stay here
No.
for a bit? Keep an eye on the cubes. However long that takes.
No.
I miss you.
Oh,
Brian's log,
so
day
cute.
361.
He's still doing that? No. It's not going to happen the one time he falls asleep.
You didn't.
Pudding yet savoury. Sound familiar?
I have never tried it. I don't know if I want to be honest. Pudding with savory, that doesn't sound right. Maybe I'm gonna try one day. I don't know. Oh, he recorded it?
Do it again.
Is it on record? Or did it manipulate the video recorder? The thing that recorded it? What was that?
Second set, Doctor! Oh, if Fred Perry could see me now, eh?
I played that so much. So many times. We had that in the Kinderland where I was working. And when there were no kids. Oh. It's connected to her now? Okay, you can look at it, but don't touch it. It's... Oh my gosh. Why is it doing that?
Come on then. Is that all you can do? Hover?
No, it's not. It can shoot. It's a weapon. Oh god, that's not good.
It just opened?
The cube upstairs just spiked me into my pulse.
Really? Mine fired laser bolts and now it's surfing the net.
So entertained by it.
I have to get to work. They need all the help they can get.
Let me come help out.
Take your dad to work night. Brilliant. Okay,
Take your dad to work night.
We have 50 being monitored and more coming in all the time. I don't know how useful
Wow.
since every cube is behaving.
Looks similar to Torchwood.
Some respond to proximity, some create mood swings.
Create mood swings.
This is the latest.
The Entendance. The duck song. Duck dance.
We all are.
Don't despair, Kate. Your dad never did.
Your dad? You know her dad?
We don't let the
Shoot.
down.
Oh god. I think I missed something now, and I'm very sorry for
Let's
it,
stop.
but maybe they said who her dad was.
Active for 47 minutes and then they just die?
Sorry.
Yeah, dormant, maybe.
Then why shut down?
I don't know.
I have the feeling I should know him.
Who has an underground base? Terrible ventilation.
If you have AC, should be fine.
They arrived, I should have made sure they were collected and burned. That is what I should have done.
How?
How?
Nobody
Yeah.
listened.
You're all over the world.
You're thinking of stopping, aren't you? You and Rory.
No, I mean, we haven't made a decision.
But you're considering it. I'm not running away from things, I'm running to them before they flare and fade forever. I've known for a while.
Then why do you keep coming back for us?
Because he misses you.
Because you were the first.
The
The first
first?
face this face saw. I'm running to you and Rory before you fade from me.
Don't be nice to me. I don't want you to be nice to me.
Yeah, you do, Pond. And you always get what you want. Got what they wanted.
What? Who did?
The
What?
cubes. That's why they stopped. Come on. Kate?
We were just sitting here crying and now
Medical
all
limits
of a
to your
sudden.
military response patterns. They made a complete assessment of
Oh god, it's too late.
seven. What's important about seven? Seven wonders of the world. Seven streams of the river Ota. Seven.
7 gnomes.
A cube has 6 sides.
Not if you
Yeah.
count the inside.
It's a countdown. Oh no. That's bad.
To get humanity away from those cubes. God knows what they'll do if they hit zero. Get the information out any way you can. News channels, websites.
How?
Why wait this long?
Because they're clever. Allow people enough time to collect them. Take them into their homes, their lives, humans. Every cube was activated. There must be signals, energy fluctuations on a colossal scale. There must be...
In the hospital in your city.
If there are cubes inside your house, remove them immediately.
Get them out of the building, just away.
Some people probably have forgotten where they put them.
Yes, boss.
Oh my gosh, I love him. He's so cute. Don't let anything happen to him. Don't you take him away from me.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oh no.
Supplies.
It's the two.
Said, I'm looking for the supplies cupboard.
No. No. Please, no. God, no, please. I like him so much. He's gone. I hope he's just unconscious. No, oh no, he's going to be... Shh. Call the doctor. You're good, Rory. But should you really do that? I mean, I get it. It's your father. I'd do the very same. Oh no.
You know, it's not bombs, it's not aliens.
Why? Why is there nothing inside? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it really doesn't.
Is it the same all around the world?
They're empty. We're safe, right?
But energy goes... There are things that are not visible.
People are dying.
What, they can't be dying? How? How are they dying?
I want information on...
Poison.
Turn around, turn around, turn around! Tell me, show me. 10 seconds after the cubes open, show me the patterns in their electrical currents.
Oh.
Zoom in.
There's a hospital where Rory...
The hospital, yeah. Told you, doctor. Should listen to me.
Tell them how to deal with this. The world needs your leadership right now.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, of course you will. Good luck.
But how? How would you deal with this?
Welcome back. 2 hearts. Woo. Back in the game.
He's excited again. She's well. She is as well. She loves it.
Crawling the planet, seeping into
So?
every corner.
It's our planet. Well, and the aliens live under them, under the earth. But yeah,
Who are you calling a contagion?
Oi, didn't I tell you two to go?
You should have learned by now.
Yeah,
yeah.
Of course, every life form does, but they learn. And they strive for greater, and they achieve it.
Well, some of us do.
Missed this.
From yeah. Oh, that was close. Are they not dead?
And nursed back to health after an unprecedented night across the globe.
We made it.
Thank you.
My, a kiss from a Lethbridge steward. That is new.
A Lethbridge steward. Oh, now I know who her dad is. Oh. Oh.
Swing on.
So now,
I understand.
Actually, it's you they can't give up, Doctor. Go with him. Go save every world you can find. Who else has that chance?
You could come, Brian.
Somebody's got to water the plants.
Never understood what cubed actually means. The power of 3.
That speech of Rory's father, oh, that made me instantly cry. This man has powers. Oh, why did I turn my microphone away? I hope you could hear what I said. But this man has the power to bring me to tears, like, from one second to the other. I really, really like him, and I am so happy he's not dead. Because it seemed pretty close to it. Oh my gosh. Okay. What an episode. Finally we had an episode that I really liked, and we're getting back to where I want the Doctor to be. That was so good. We're focusing on our trio again, or on our quadruplet. Now it's a trio again, but in this episode we're 4 people in our team. And we were focusing on them, on their feelings, on their emotions, on their journey, with or without the Doctor. We observed what they were thinking in certain situations, and throughout the whole episode, I thought the outcome would be that in the end of the episode, they'll tell the Doctor they don't want to travel with him again, because they both have decided that they would rather want to stay at home. And then in the last 10 seconds, just because of Rory's father saying 2 or 3 sentences, the whole thing changed again. And now they are traveling with the Doctor, which on the one side makes me really happy because I love our trio, I love them. And second, I think that also means that we're gonna have like it feels as if now that our trio is back again, we can focus on the stuff that'll happen in the finale, like the silent stuff and all that this will come back again now that we have gotten this "are we traveling with the Doctor or not" thing out of the way. But on the other hand, now that they want to travel with the Doctor and they don't want to give it up for normal life, this means the only way they can get out of the relationship with the Doctor, the only good way that this might happen or could happen, like they put that aside. And we already know about all the other endings of the other people who were the companions of the Doctor that didn't end well. And when the Doctor left them, like the first time when he was like, yeah, Amy, you really have to stay here now. I give you this house, I give you this car, because I want you as my ex-companions to be happy. At least you two. Because if I take you with me, it'll end bad in the end. So that means that it will end bad. I don't know. I think it will. Because it's the only other solution. What else is there? But let's not talk about the possible ending yet. We're still here. And we can be happy for them now because we have our trio back and it's going to be great. I know it already. I mean, look at them. They look so good together. And we do have the support of Rory's father on Earth, so every time something happens, we can always go back to visit him. And I think there are a bunch of really good episodes ahead of us. But let's talk about this one first. I loved it. It was really good. I mean, it was a one-off episode, and the thread, that was really interesting. I mean, the part of the enemies in this episode because they were omnipresent. They were everywhere on the planet, and almost everyone, or like not almost, every human being had at least one of them in their house close to them. So they were omnipresent. And we're talking about them all the time. But in the end, the action part of them was so small. Like most of the time they were just cubes lying around somewhere. That's fascinating. Having an enemy that's there all the time but doesn't really do anything most of the time. Fascinating. How can you write such a story? I mean, in the end there, it wasn't the cubes. The cubes were just tools for the Shakri. By the way, great makeup. I really liked that. And I liked his personality as well. His presence felt threatening. He was a very strong character, but he was talking so slow and also so calm. The things he was saying were cruel. But the way he portrayed this character felt really special to me. I did like that. I did like that he wasn't one of those aliens who are like super crazy and screaming and jumping and be like, we are the best of the world and we're gonna kill you kind of deal, you know what I mean? He was calm, collected, but he knew what he wanted. In the end there, they were like easy to kill as well, so they weren't such a big threat. When we found out, like the minute we found out, the Doctor knew why they were there and how to beat them was really easy. There wasn't a big fight or anything. But I liked the idea of this story. And we can have a fast solution for the problem. That's okay. If the story that comes before that is really interesting, which this one was something unique, something fresh, something we hadn't seen before, something that made the viewers, or at least me, think about a possible, like, why? The whole episode, this one word was on my mind. Why? Why are they here? Why do they look how they look? And what do they want? So not only why, but I had question marks on my mind the whole time. And I love that. I love having little puzzles that I have to solve. And I don't know the answer yet, but I want to find out. That's intriguing. I also enjoyed the Doctor being on Earth very much. Because the normal life being mixed up with the reality of the Doctor is something that I do really appreciate when it happens. Doesn't happen often, granted, but when it happens, like most of the times, it's really, really good. And I enjoy an episode like this way more in like the usual surroundings than episodes like the Pirates episode last week. I mean, they had a great set that they built and it looked really cool. But I'm a fan of more of those. We have real life and then something from outer space comes to us and we mix reality and sci-fi like that really, really very much. I mean, there's only one episode where this didn't really, or one episode that I remember where this didn't really work, which was the Fear Her episode. Where we were on Earth and something happened on the planet. But the idea was great, just the execution was bad. So yeah, usually I do really like those kind of episodes. Also, we have to talk about this one lady over here. Where is she? We have to talk about Kate Stewart, who is the daughter of the Brigadier. Left Stewart was his name, I think. And yeah, the one from the classic episodes, and the one that we've heard of that he recently died on Doctor Who. Like the Doctor received a phone call, he was calling, and then they told him that he died. And now he meets his daughter, which was a great surprise for me. And first I didn't really realize, I thought that from the way they were talking to each other, I noticed that it felt like I should know her father. And then my mind started racing, thinking about every scientist that we had in there in Doctor Who before. But the only one that came to my mind, to be honest, was the one that we've had, I don't remember his name, with the episode where we were in the desert with the bus from the tunnel into the desert. And then 20 minutes into the episode, we meet this scientist that works for the Unity. And yeah, I remembered him. That was the only one. I'm sure there were more scientists in Doctor Who. We've met so many, I guess. But no, he meant the one from the classic episodes. So, Brigadier Left Steward. Wow. He has a daughter. And she knows the Doctor, and she's so clever. Oh my gosh. The things she knew. It took her like 2 seconds to find out that the Doctor is Doctor without him even talking. She had this one device that was like an X-ray device or something. And she saw he had 2 hearts, and she's like, yeah, you're the Doctor. That's great. What a clever woman. I hope we'll see Kate again, because I liked her very much. And I think we will, because she could have a bigger role in all of this. She knows about this stuff. She could be helpful at one time in the Doctor's story. Also, another thing that I do want to talk about real quick is this one where Amy and the Doctor sitting outside talking about the Doctor's life and Amy's life. Was a heartbreaking talk, to be honest. I started crying in the middle of it because it felt so good that they finally talked about everything. I mean, Amy sometimes had, like, she dropped a sentence here and there to let the Doctor know about how she feels. I mean, she covered it with sarcasm most of the time, but I felt like they really needed to talk, like, in all seriousness about everything. And the moment when they talked about how much time has passed, like 10 years, when he said, yeah, you look so grown up now, I was thinking immediately, and I think the Doctor thought the same thing, was like, oh my gosh, 10 years already. And now think about how many years do humans have. For him, what's a year? Like, he's not over 900 years old. What's a year for him? It seems so much faster for him. Like, that their life is over. And 10 years are gone already, which is maybe a tenth. Maybe even less. Who knows? So, he knows that it won't last forever. And that there is not as much time as he would want to have with Amy. And probably Rory, I guess. And realizing that made me tear up. Like, mixed up with them talking about all that stuff and Amy, and oh my gosh. When she starts talking about heartbreaking things, I can't, like, hold back. My tears just start rolling. I am happy that although Amy let the Doctor know that they probably might not be traveling with him anymore, that in the end there they changed their mind because of Rory's dad. I like that very much. Nonetheless, this talk was needed. It feels as if we're headed towards something big now. As if the series started now. Like in the very moment, in the last 2 minutes, where they decided that they want to travel with the Doctor now. It feels like, okay, now for the start of the series, we're dumping around here and there, like doing a little of this, doing a little of that, but doing nothing too serious. And now that we're set, we're good to go. That's what it feels like. And I'm here for that. I can't wait to watch the next episode. Let's get to the IMDb rating. The episode is called The Power of 3. That's the wrong one. See, that's why it's there. So that I'm not getting confused. The Power of 3. Okay, and my rating of the episode, 8.4. 8.4, that's what it feels like. It feels like a really, really good episode. I enjoyed it very much. Let's see what the people say. What? Okay, let's look at the image. Like, what? Why? I don't understand. We had our main characters in this, like, centric. That's what it's all about. It's about those characters in the episode. We had, like, enemies in the episode as well, but they were always kind of in the background. They were omnipresent, but always in the background. And it was mostly about the 3 or 4 people in our team. There was lots of character developments. There were cool talks with characters. There were dramatic talks. There was funny stuff in it. Why 7.4? After the last 3 episodes, how could you rate this episode so low? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so I guess my rating is way better than this one. It's an 8.4. What else can I say? I hope you enjoyed it more than the average IMDb user. I hope I will see each and every single one of you out there in the next episode. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think this rating is appropriate? I don't think so, to be honest. And I'll be glad to have you back with me on the Doctor Who Journey Series 7 next Saturday. Until then, have a nice day. Bye!